Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. We are here with Hakuoki Kyoto wins Hijikata's route. Let's go. I felt a shiver snake down my spine as he spoke. Even after a year, I remembered with terrifying clarity what I'd seen when I first arrived in Kyoto, the Furies. They'd behaved as if possessed by evil spirits, their swords mercilessly hacking away at dead men. It hadn't been hatred or fear that drove them, but some sort of twisted amusement. I didn't think I'd ever forget the half-mad smiles each had worn.
I've got a few other ideas.
Good. I'll leave the details to you then, Toshi. Ah, yes, have you heard from Lord Yoshinobu Hitotsubashi, I guess, the old guardian of the Shogun?
And we are going to look this up, and I'm not going to say that name again, so yeah, which one's this one? Guardian of Shogun, which is a position created during the Bakamatsu period to assist whoever held the office of Shogun. If you hear the birds outside, I do apologize. One of our neighbors has parakeets, and they constantly squawk. It's annoying. My parents had parakeets, but I didn't stay at their house long at that time because I'm married and I moved out with my husband. Anyway, born into the Mito Tokugawa clan, he was adopted into the Hitotsubashi, I guess? Bashi? House to increase his chances to be 15th shogun. He held the position of guardian prior to becoming a shogun.
Yeah, what about him? I've heard a couple of people say he's like Ieyasu's reborn. I don't know about that, but I do hear he's pretty sharp.
Before long, they'd started to discuss politics. I didn't understand, and I politely excused myself. I thought back on what Hijikata had said. It was true Sanan had been acting strange, and the Fury Corps had been getting more and more violent. There was a lot on my mind, but what worried me the most was, and we are going to say, the notice board. Just as Hijikata predicted, a few days later the order came down for the Shinsengumi to guard the notice board. All divisions not on regular patrol rounds were directed to take turns on guard duty. The first day was quiet, and the men on duty spent most of it simply standing around.
Oh, man, I'm sleepy.
Hey, you're becoming a real schlub. You need to sharpen up, man.
Oh, come on, give me a break. Pulling an all-nighter at Shimabara is one thing, but standing guard for a goddamn board all night just really sucks it out of me. Man, I hope something happens today. So, who's in charge tonight? Oh, it's your division, right, Sano?
Sure is. I will discard my duty with honor and enthusiasm.
Just then, doors open. Oh, hello, Ito. Hello to you too, Miki. Ah, why hello, you three. Oh, pardon me. Were you all in the middle of using this room for something? Ito and Miki entered the room, followed by a bunch of warriors from the Ito faction.
What's the deal with all these men behind you? Are you up to something here?
Oh, me? Oh, well, I was planning to have a debate session with my comrades, the topic being the subject of the new debate. We are going to look that up. New debate. A book written by Seishisai, I guess, Aizawa, a thinker in Mito. It contained imperial nationalist party theory. Would all of you like to join us as well?
Heh. You sure are a snide one, bro.
I made him sound so weird.
There's no way in hell these guys would have read the 4 books and 5 classics, let alone be able to participate in any kind of debate.
I love his hair, though. God, his hair's cool. Let's go see what this one is. And the 4 books and 5 classics. Literature containing the core values of most important aspects of the Confucianism, I guess. I don't know how to say that word, but okay.
Oh my, what could have possibly gotten into you, little brother? Please excuse him, my dears, I apologize. Darlings, seems like this room is already in use, so let's find another place for us to flock.
That's kind of creepy calling your soldiers darlings. Wait, was it just me, or does Miki have a glove? Maybe I saw something wrong. I don't know.
Ito and his men went back out into the hallway and disappeared. As soon as they were out of sight, Nagakura's face warped.
Boy, up to his usual pain-in-the-ass antics, huh?
I know. He's gathering men and having secret meetings. Who knows what's going on during those meetings? I still don't get why Kondo and Heisuke brought him here.
And of course that's it.
It wasn't just Nagakura and Harada who didn't seem to like Ito much. I'd heard plenty of the other captains, and even some of the soldiers, talking about him in less than glowing terms. There was no way Ito himself had picked up on it, but he seemed to have larger concerns than his reputation, and had devoted his efforts to increasing the power base with the Shinsengumi. Oh, hello, Takeda. I believe Ito and his men were here a moment ago? Yes, they were just here. They went off to another room to have some discussion or something. What? Another room? Ugh, I told him to notify me when they have their next meeting. I wonder if they're going to... I wonder if they're doing this on purpose, so I wouldn't join. Takeda muttered to himself, and he went out of the common room.
What was all that about?
I bet you anything he wanted to be Ito's lackey, but Ito isn't giving him the time of day. Seems like Takeda doesn't really have much of a place for himself here as of late. After Harada said that, he suddenly got up. Well, guess it's time. I'm off. Oh, what, you want to tag along? Oh, stupid thing. Probably not a good idea, kid. Those demons are still after you, right? I can't take you out on the streets at night.
I love your body. Oh my god. Sorry, that is so random. But oh my god, he looks so nice. I love it. I can't wait to do your route. I say that with a lot of them.
Aw, I suppose you're right. All the sitting around all day started to make me chase. I wanted to help somehow, but Harada was right. If I went with him, I'd just end up getting in the way. Well, please be careful, okay, Harada? Sure thing, thanks. And then it fades away. That night, they struck, or tried to, 8 men from the Tosa domain, challenged Harada and his division by trying to tear down the notice board.
Let's see, the Tosa domain. Tosa domain. A domain ruled by the opposition daimyo. Daimyo? I never say that right.
Yamauchi. The domain supported imperial unification, but many Ronin of the Tosa region
were imperialists.
The fighting was furious but short. Harada managed to capture some of the perpetrators, although some of his captives later managed to escape. Harada and his division were honored by the Aizu domain for their service to the shogunate, and were given a reward. When he was asked how the captured men had managed to escape, he simply replied, "It was too dark to get a good look," and said no more.
Interesting.
Several days had passed.
I like this room. It's nice.
I accompanied the captains to a meal at Sumi.
Let's find you. Sumi.
A restaurant located in Shimabara, the Kyoto red light district, where high-ranking courtesans can be hired for entertainment.
Well, I'll be damned. You really did it, Sano. And to think you want to use the reward money to treat us all to some good food? Well.
If you're going to suck up, you might at least try to mention how he actually got that reward.
I'll get to it. I'm just so touched that he's going to pay the bill. I think I might cry. Tonight's on Sano, guys. Drink as much as you want. Forget your problems.
Hey, don't go nuts, alright?
Thanks, Sano. I'm gonna drink myself stupid.
Not everyone here can drink, you know. There's more to do than drink, you know. you know. Eat, for instance. Yeah, guess you're right. Hijikata, don't hold back. Drink all you want, okay? Oh, well, sake. What? Please don't tell me the commander of the Shinsengumi can't drink any alcohol. Damn you. You know what's up with you. You're doing this. And you're... Wait, you know what's up and you're doing this? It's so obvious. I wasn't sure if it was alright for me as a woman to be joining them, but it was an incredibly rare opportunity for me to visit Shimabara. I guess I could enjoy the festivities while here. Oh, thank you for visiting. A geiji is a beautiful kimono. A geiji in a beautiful kimono stepped through through to greet us with a smile that was both dazzling and demure.
Let's see. Let's look up geiji. A woman who works with clientele for private entertainment services. Yeah. She uses cultural dances and plays musical instruments for her customers, also known as the geisha or geiko. Her skin was as white as porcelain, with soft red highlights. Her lips looked soft and full, and her hair shone in the light like yards of fine silk. Her eyebrows look weird. Anyway, for one moment I stared at her beauty, my own sex forgotten. Something flickered in her eyes, but it was gone almost immediately. Then she smiled, and it was like watching a flower bloom. I am Kimigiku, and I will be entertaining you tonight. Why does she have a part of the dictionary, glossary, or whatever, the encyclopedia? That's kind of creepy. En Oiran, courtesan of the Tenjin, second highest, rank in the Shimabara red light district in Kyoto. Please enjoy yourselves. Food will be arriving shortly. And there we go. Oh, look, food. Are you hungry? Indeed, it had. And once the food had arrived, the party truly began. Man, expensive sake is way different. It just goes down so smooth.
You haven't even touched your food, Heisuke. If you drink on an empty stomach, you'll get drunk before you even have a chance to enjoy it.
Whatever. You know how often I get booze this good. Never. Filling up on food just be a waste of stomach space.
You sound like a bum. Just drink it. Drink up.
Hey, just because you drink like there's a hole in your stomach doesn't mean the rest of us can.
Oh, that's mean. That's bad. If you remember, he tried to commit suicide by stabbing his stomach. So, that's mean. You having fun, Chizuru? Doesn't look like you're drinking much.
Oh, I can't drink, so I'm just enjoying the food.
Oh, right. Well, make sure you eat a lot of it, then. We're here to have a good time, so it'd be a damn shame if you didn't have fun.
Thanks. Still, it was the first time I'd ever eaten anything expensive, although, to be honest, I couldn't taste much of a difference. I've heard rumors that the men of the Shinsengumi were like demons or monsters, but from where I sit, you look a good deal more handsome than that, almost like an actor.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Kimigiku and Hijikata chatted easily while she poured him his sake, looking almost too beautiful to be real, like they'd stepped out of a painting.
Still can't believe they gave us all this cash just for protecting a board. I mean, hell, imagine how much you would have got if you caught all of them. How did they get away, actually? You said there were only 8. That should have been pretty manageable.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, you surrounded them, didn't you? How'd they get away? And how'd the guys you actually caught escape? Harada fell silent, his face slipping into a frown. He stayed that way for a moment or two, then looked inexplicably at me. Chizuru, did you go anywhere that night? What? I hesitated, unsure of what he was getting at. No, I didn't go anywhere. Why? You sure? You didn't go anywhere that night? Yes, I'm sure. I've never left the compound alone, ever.
Hey, what's wrong?
Maybe it was just a mistake. There wasn't a moon that night. It was dark. No, I saw her up close. There's no way I made a mistake. Harada? What are you talking about? Well, you see, after we surrounded the Tosa men, who'd tried to take down the notice board, this girl showed up. She looked like you, got in our way. Because of her, our whole formation fell apart. What? The whole room went silent. Harada just spoke above a whisper, but each of us could hear him perfectly. A girl who looked just like me? Is it Sen? I don't know, part of me thinks it's Sen. I don't know.
Well, like they say, shit happens. But tonight's Sano's paying. So let's drink till the sun comes up.
Second, time to find out just how much of this stuff I can handle. In just a few minutes, Heisuke and Nagakura had the party back in full swing, but I couldn't get my mind off of what Harada had said. Then, what had he seen? I felt perplexed, we're gonna say. To be honest, I wasn't quite sure what to feel. I hadn't gotten in Harada's way, of course. There was no way I could have, but I felt bad. Someone who looked just like me made things more difficult for the Shinsengumi. I didn't know who she was, but our shared appearance made me feel responsible somehow. Who was this strange girl? You worried about what Sano said? Oh, yes, I am. I was wondering how someone could look just like me. Maybe you got possessed. Whenever you're sleeping, a restless spirit takes over your body, and you wander the streets of Kyoto, totally oblivious. Do you really think that's what happened? Maybe he was right. Maybe I was the culprit. Oh man, I'm just joking, kid. Could you not be so gullible? It gets boring if you fall for it every time. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, why am I apologizing? Anyways, do you remember that one time? You remember that girl we met? Or was it Kaho, her name? I don't remember. You remember the girl we met on the patrol with Heisuke? The one who looked just like you? Oh, of course. The girl on whom Akita and I bore a striking resemblance. My God. I'd almost forgotten about her. Kaoru, that's what her name was. Her name was Kaoru. Do you think she was the one that kept Harada from capturing all the Tosa men? Well, do you think there are that many girls in Kyoto that looks just like you? Well, no, but she was just a normal girl. She didn't look like the kind of person who would try to sabotage the Shinsengumi. Don't you know you can't judge a book by its cover? There isn't a person in Kyoto who doesn't know what that board represents. There was no doubt in his voice. So, what would you do if the girl was the same one who Harada saw? Oh, you already know the answer to that, don't you? I'd kill her, of course. She might be a girl, but an enemy is an enemy. He was right. I had known that he would choose to kill her, but to actually hear the cold finality in his words, I couldn't just pretend I was okay with it today. I needed to go use the, facilities. I just couldn't bear to stay in that room any longer. Were the girl we'd seen and the one who'd interrupted Harada one and the same? God, that sentence was really weird. If she was interfering with the Shinsengumi on purpose, did that mean she was an imperialist? Or was she simply doing it for her own enjoyment? After all, there wasn't a person in Kyoto who didn't know the name of the Shinsengumi. She had to know what would happen to her life if she challenged them. I am going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!